dream begins at the end of a school year. Most students were organizing some after-school events. For example, our class was supposed to go on a cruise ship, but I didn't want to go, because I was mad at my friend. Let's call him Bob. Now, why was I mad at him, you ask? Well, first of all, he switched my food for some reason. Then, he gave my food to people on the ship. Well, at least he's not selfish, right? Well, the thing is, my food had meat in it, and the people he tried to give the food to were monks who were explicitly against eating meat. They then kicked him out. Peacefully, of course. Speaking of kicking, at some point I decided to just kick Bob overboard. It wasn't even out of anger anymore. It was more like obligation. Later on, my classmate was organizing some kind of game. There was a huge pile of trash from which I was supposed to slowly make my way to the bottom. After trying that out, the scene changed once more. It was already evening. I was on a walk with Bob and another friend of mine. As we were walking, we talked about Terraria. Then we ended up visiting a restaurant and having a fun time, after which we returned home. So this is the end of this review. We'll go right into the review. I love how this story feels complete. This is a very rare thing for most dreams. Another thing that I liked is that I wouldn't be surprised if the real Bob did all that. He's a bit of a naughty boy, that one. I also love how at the end we made up and had fun together once again. After all, he stole my food, I kicked him, things balanced out in the end. That being said, there is a pretty big plot hole. I was mad at him for the things he did on the ship, because of which I didn't go to the ship. Yeah, there's a bit of a problem there. But this is to be expected from a dream. Either way, this dream still gets a 5 out of 5. Thanks for watching.